A News 8 special presentation. Jennifer Farber Dulos, The Untold Story.
And I think she had my smile. Jenny Rebecca, 4 days old. What a lucky, lucky, lucky girl you are.
A lucky girl, Jennifer Farber Dulos, growing up in Manhattan with a loving family.
I wanted her not to have any fear. I wanted her to have pleasure in her life, to enjoy any pleasure she could ever have.
Pleasure that faded away after losing her father, Hilliard Farber, at the age of 83.
He was a confidant. He was a protector.
Fears then growing of her estranged husband. Was she afraid of him?
Of her husband?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
There is still no sign tonight of a New Canaan mother missing for a week now.
A mother's worst nightmare.
Dulos and his former girlfriend, along with his former attorney, were all arrested today.
And it's just like, how it happened is just so horrendous. I think that Michelle Troconis really instigated this.
Do you think she lied as well?
Oh, absolutely. I think she knows where Jennifer is.
Details of a disturbing case played out in court.
I was also amazed that the jury found her guilty on all counts.
5 years later, Gloria Farber is focusing on faith. Do you feel Jennifer's spirit every day?
Yes, I do. It's because of Jennifer. I want to learn about my faith.
And Jennifer's 5 children.
I think about all the children, everybody taking care of them, but also I think about myself. And I think, oh, please keep me whole, keep me healthy, so I can be here for the children. She loved her children, and she poured all her wisdom and all her joy and all her warmth into her children. They gave her great happiness.
Five years ago this month, Jennifer Farber Dulos disappeared, last seen alive after dropping her 5 kids off at a school in New Canaan. She had moved from Farmington to get away from her abusive husband, of whom she was very afraid. We know about her fears because she told people, including her mother, Gloria Farber. Mrs. Farber sat down with me for a lengthy conversation about her beloved daughter.
We were married September 28, 1958. Jennifer was born September 27, 1968. So that was the day she was born. So we were really thrilled with calling her a 10th anniversary baby. She was very close to her father. He was a confidant. He was a protector. Hilly felt he had to protect everybody. So they had a very close relationship, very strong. At Hill's funeral, she said the happiest day of her life is when her father took her to buy a dollhouse. And that was the dollhouse, that she would play in after school. She would create scenarios with her imagination, and one of the characters, these were animals, was Uncle Arthur, my brother. And I think that was the seed of her becoming a playwright. So what my dreams would be of Jennifer would be her being a writer, a playwright, and that's, she amazed me. She always amazed me. I just, when she went away to college, I wore her jacket, so I felt I had her around me. And there's this song from Oliver, which was, I do anything for you, dear, anything for you, mean everything to me. And we were in Paris together, and she said, Mom, let's go to the Eiffel Tower. And I said, oh, I'm so scared of heights. And I said, well, it's like there isn't anyone in the whole world I would ever do that for, except her. she just brought that out in me. And so we went around, and I thought, oh, go to jump, Gloria, just say stuff. And we got to the top, we did a selfie, smiling, and she said, I'm so proud of you, Mom. So that made me feel so good.
When she went off to college, did you talk to her every couple of days, every day? What was it like?
When she went off to college, yes, we did. We spoke frequently. When we left her at Brown, she said, I want to thank you so much for giving me everything you've given me, and so that I can be here. She was so grateful, and the fact, showing gratitude, I think, is a sign of great character, and she was very grateful to us. And so, yes, we visited her often. We loved to go to Brown and be with her friends and have dinner with her friends.
What goes through your mind when you hear these loving comments about your daughter?
I am amazed. I'm amazed, and I'm so happy, because I did say to one of the friends, I said, you're spending a whole year in this house in Wells, and you're going through boxes and boxes and boxes. It's amazing. And she said, well, Jennifer would do that for me. So the feeling was reciprocal, that these loyal friends felt that if anything ever happened to them, that Jennifer would be there for them. So there was never any question. She went to a community nursery school, and that's where she met a friend who was a friend forever. And then when she went to St. Anne, she met another friend in first grade who just, that friend also was a friend forever. And then when she went to the School of Fine Arts, she met another friend who was a friend forever.
Karen.
Yes. And then when she moved to Farmington, she called me one day so excited, and she said, you won't believe it. Mom, I've met somebody here that I can talk to. She's wonderful. And this person now factors very large in our lives. So that was another long-lasting friend that she made. So this is an ability that she had to have this empathy, and the fact that they felt that there was something so special about Jennifer that they would do anything for her.
And it was the friends Jennifer confided in about her growing fears of her husband.
But I know that she told some friends that she was very fearful of your son-in-law. Did she ever express that to you? Was she afraid of him?
Oh, absolutely. Very fearful. That's when she started her plan to get out little by little.
May 24th, 2019. A mother of 5 goes missing, last seen taking her children to school. The SUV belonging to Jennifer Farber Dulos discovered abandoned near Waveney Park in New Canaan. A community shaken.
I just think it's awful. So I just don't even know what to say. It's horrible.
When one of our own goes missing, it affects the entire community.
A massive police search soon followed, with suspicion falling on Jennifer's estranged husband, Farber Dulos. They were in the middle of a difficult divorce and custody battle.
Everyone's waiting on pins and needles as to, will Jennifer get justice? I pray she does.
Police released surveillance video of what they say shows Farber dumping bags of evidence in Hartford, even a rolled-up rug on the side of a restaurant, the same day Jennifer went missing. In another clip, you see him get out of his black Ford Raptor with a person investigators believe is then-girlfriend Michelle Troconis. At Jennifer's home in New Canaan, police say they found bloodstains and splatter that someone tried to clean up. Jennifer's remains have never been found. Farber was charged with her murder in January of 2020. Norm Pattis was his attorney.
In a paradoxical way, we welcome this fight because we think we will win it. In fact, we're confident we will. And now we won't have to speculate about what it looks like any longer.
Weeks later, Fotis took his own life at his home in Farmington.
Farber Dulos was declared dead tonight at 5:32.
He left behind a handwritten note saying in part Michelle Troconis had nothing to do with Jennifer's disappearance.
And while Farber Dulos denied Michelle Troconis was involved, prosecutors didn't buy it, and they took her to trial. More on that coming up. As for Fotis, call it mother's intuition, but Gloria Farber had a feeling about him early on. And as the years went by, Jennifer would go on to tell her mother and others that he had become controlling and abusive. Did you ever have a sense of Fotis early on that he was trouble?
Yes, I did.
If we go back to May 24th, 2019, when you first learned Jennifer was missing, did you immediately suspect it might be Fotis?
Yes, I did. And it's just like, how it happened is just so horrendous.
I know.
A poor thing. I mean, I just feel, I don't know what made him just absolutely go off the rails. I think that she just said, let's get rid of her. I can't stand this anymore. I think that Michelle Troconis really instigated this.
Do you remember the last time you were with Jennifer?
I do, and yes, and I just remember when I have on my cell phone that Jennifer called me on my birthday. I know it's to wish me a happy birthday, but I cannot play it. I just don't, I can't. I just save it. I know it's there, but I think to hear her voice would just be so heartbreaking.
Coming up, after 5 long years, Jennifer's family gets their day in court.
I was really happy to know this trial is starting.
January 11th, 2024.
It's the matter of State of Connecticut versus Michelle Troconis.
Michelle Troconis' trial began. The trial spanned nearly 2 months, with more than 200 exhibits shown to the jury and dozens of witnesses called.
If I knew he was doing something wrong, I would not even walked into that car.
The jury ultimately found her guilty of all charges.
Guilty.
Convicting her of conspiring with her then-boyfriend Farber Dulos to kill his estranged wife Jennifer Farber Dulos and help him cover up the crimes 5 years ago.
The second I called Jennifer, it's like my stomach just sank.
During the trial, the state laid out how it turned from a missing persons case to murder investigation.
There's some back here too.
Through the lens of police.
We were able to pick up pictures, or video rather, of Jennifer Dulos' vehicle leaving in the morning and returning, and then leaving for a second time and not returning.
And through cameras across the state, which captured their movements on the day Jennifer disappeared, including this one from Hartford, showing who appears to be Michelle and Fotis making stops and dumping bags along Albany Avenue. The emotion was palpable inside the courtroom when items from those bags were taken out. Zip ties, ponchos, gloves, razor, and what's believed to be Jennifer's clothing.
With respect to the front of the bra, is there a cut going down the middle of it?
There is.
Forensic experts who specialize in blood, DNA, and fingerprint testing combed through the evidence found in the bags at the Farmington mansion Fotis and Michelle shared, in Jennifer's home and their cars.
There's no place in New Canaan or in that suburban
that has Michelle Troconis' DNA.
The jury heard from Troconis herself.
Do you know where she is, and can you please tell us, or at least lead us in the right direction?
Through her interrogation videos, where she's pressed on her whereabouts, what she knows, and the timeline she wrote out.
7 West Hartford Starbucks.
Troconis chose not to take the stand and testify.
Is that your independent decision?
See.
But Troconis' family maintains she's innocent.
So my sister will eventually come out. She has to, because she's innocent of everything that she's been charged for.
Michelle Troconis will be sentenced on Friday for her role in the death of Jennifer Farber Dulos. She denies any involvement, but Jennifer's friends and her mother aren't buying a word of it. In fact, her mother thinks Troconis knows much more than she is saying. You know, the jury obviously thought the defendant lied. Do you think she lied as well?
Oh, absolutely. I think she knows where Jennifer is also, or the remains.
What's it going to take for her to admit that information, do you think?
I don't think she ever will, because that then makes her even more culpable.
Even a plea from Jennifer's mother wouldn't help, you don't think? I mean, to touch the inner humanity of this person, you don't...
I don't think, she has no remorse. And she knows these children very, very well. She spent a lot of time with them down in Florida. She was introduced as a friend, a water skier friend. But I don't think she has absolutely no remorse. I don't think there's anything that would ever go through that. All I want is, I hope that she will be in jail during the time that they're going to appeal. Being in under house arrest doesn't do it for me.
Did Jennifer show up at your apartment that day?
No.
Do you consider yourself a strong person because so many people at the trial really admired you? They thought that you were this amazingly strong woman to go out and do that. Do you see yourself as strong?
I didn't know I had it in me, I would say, but people say that I am a strong person. I'm now, as I get older, quite outspoken. And yeah, I get angry. And I say what I think. I'm much more open.
Now, Gloria is looking forward with a new purpose for her life.
I have a life where there's so much that I need to do.
Gloria Farber is looking ahead to the future. She told me she thoroughly enjoys raising her grandchildren who are approaching college age in the next couple of years. She's also studying for a milestone event usually accomplished by 13-year-old girls inspired by Jennifer. And she hopes to one day publish her daughter's writing. What would you like people to know about Jennifer?
Jennifer had a sense of humor, gratitude. She was able to make loyal friends. She was a writer, playwright. She majored in art history, but she was very interested in history. She loved to travel. She loved animals, loved children. She loved her children, and she poured all her wisdom and all her joy and all her warmth into her children. And so they gave her great happiness.
To respect their privacy, we didn't ask details about the children, but we're told they are smart like their mom and doing well.
Is it difficult to all of a sudden be a parent of teenagers? 5. That's a big responsibility.
It is, but I love them so dearly, and they make me so happy. They really do. They want to have a family vacation. They want everyone to be together, which is going to happen in June after they get out of school. And that they want to be, they want all the families to come together. And they want to, because we have blended families now.
Do you feel Jennifer's spirit every day?
Yes, I do. I feel it. I mean, because I feel, she was a woman of faith. And it's really, when you say why you're getting bat mitzvah, I would say it's because of Jennifer. I want to and I want to learn about my faith.
And to do that, she is studying Hebrew and will become a bat mitzvah on her 90th birthday.
That is my plan. My plan's at the bat mitzvah.
That's amazing.
And the children are rooting me on. In 2025, I have a mentor. I am learning Hebrew. And I have my Shabbat and Friday night and Saturday night. Then I have my prayers, and I pray.
Do you have to pick a name for your bat mitzvah? What's it going to be?
Goldie.
Goldie. I love that. Do you talk to her at all? Do you get guidance from her, you think? Signs?
Do I get signs? I know she's there. I mean, she's back there, and she is what's driving me.
If you were to tell people, here's what we should do in Jennifer's memory, what should it be?
She leaves a legacy of love to her children, giving them wisdom and pouring her knowledge. Her legacy is being a writer, her plays, that I hope one day, she does have a book. I hope one day that legacy, I hope that book will be put together, published, so that people can read it. I think about her every day. I do. Well, what can I say? Her life was cut short, but she, in that short life, became a great person.
We will next see Gloria Farber this Friday when she delivers a victim impact statement at the sentencing for Michelle Troconis. She'll speak from the heart, and while not optimistic this will happen, Mrs. Farber hopes Troconis will answer the question she's been asking for 5 years. Where's Jennifer? I'm Dennis House. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Good night.